Okay, my name is Josh. Today we're going to be putting together a base 18 out of our Sunset Maple line of cabinetry. It's part of our standard line. Just quick overview while we're unpacking the cabinet. All of our cabinets are all wood. There's no particle board in them whatsoever. They're either solid wood, oak, or maple. And our whole idea is we want to ship you cabinets that are easy to put together, easy to install, and look nice. So here we go. Basically, the first step of installation is going to be put the cabinet face down on a soft work surface. We use the cardboard from the box in this case, and just pop it down together and pop it into place. All of our standard line cabinets use plastic cam locks to fasten. There's just a male and female member that line up, and then you're going to take a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and a half turn of it is going to be what fastens that together and holds it. There's a claw mechanism inside of there. It's very sturdy, and it's almost impossible to do wrong. So when you get it lined up, it doesn't even require a lot of effort. Just a nice half turn will put it into place. So for this step, there are two of those on each side of the cabinet that we're going to be fastening. And once that's done, the next step we're going to be doing is to take the bottom of the cabinet. You can see that one side is finished and the other is not. You want the finished side to be facing up and away from you, and just slide it down the dado joint, which a dado joint's just a routed out part of the wood that provides a guide for something else to fit in. And once that's done, we're going to get the back of the cabinet and line it up with everything. Once again, there's a dado joint to line up, and then there are 6 cam locks total on the back of the cabinet, 3 per side. You are going to want to spend a little bit of time on this step, making sure you get everything lined up. It's pretty easy to do, but all those cams will go together a lot better if they're all kind of lead. So I got the 2 on the back done, and now we're going to come around and do the ones on the front. And you can see there's a little bit of bow there that I'm pushing down. And we use plywood for the boxes of all of our cabinets, and it's one of the nice things about plywood is it's forgiving. It bends and flexes, so if you have any kind of inconsistency with your wall, it'll just mold right to that. It's really nice. So we got those fastened, and the next step is going to be I flipped the cabinet around, twisted it, and there's a toe kick now that we're going to be putting together. And that goes together real simply. There's 2 cam locks on the front, 1 per side, and half turn. Once it's lined up, we'll set it into place. We do also carry 8-foot toe kicks in addition to the one that each cabinet comes with that you can buy separately if you want to. A lot of people like doing that. So now we're going to be putting the drawer of the cabinet together, and that's fairly simple. Take the frame of the cabinet, or the face of the drawer rather, and face it down on our work surface, and then we're going to take the side and fasten it using 2 screws. They're going to be the long screws that you have in your set, and it should fit into place pretty well. You're going to want to line it up with your fingers. You can see on the drawer top there's a blue roller. You want that facing away from you, and facing out also. But so yeah, we're just going to sink those 2 screws with the dado joint. Once again, make sure it's kind of lined up left to right with your fingers. And we're going to that'll give us an assembled sides of our drawer. The next step is going to be to take the bottom of the cabinet drawer, which one side is stained and one is not. Notice we have the stained side away from us if you're assembling it the same way we do. And it just slides down into those dado joints, and then on the back of the cabinet there's a dado to line up. And same deal, there's 2 long screws per side that you're going to use to fasten that piece to the cabinet drawer box. That's going to give us a completely assembled drawer box. Notice the drawer itself is stained to match. All of our standard line cabinets have the drawers will be stained the same color as the rest of the cabinet, as is the entire inside of the cabinet and the side of the cabinet. So a lot of companies don't do that. That's just because the nature of their materials they're using on the cabinet itself. If you're using particle board, then it doesn't really make sense for you to have a wood stained interior. So, but we use plywood, so it works out really well. Alright, so the next step is going to be to take the glide portion, and it's just going to fit into the back. There's an L kind of bracket piece you can see there, and there are little teeth on the receiving part. And you just pop those into place. And all of our standard line drawers are self-adjustable, which is really nice. The first time you close your cabinet door, it's going to automatically adjust to the right angle that you need. So you're just going to line that up and pop it into place. And then the final step to fastening those to the cabinet itself is going to be just to put these small screws that you have. There's only two sizes of screws you get with this, large screws and small screws. And the small screws go through right there into the frame and fasten that together. They don't really need to provide any structural support. They're just kind of there to just make sure it doesn't fly off or anything like that. So from there are just plastic clips that we're going to be installing. Our shelves are adjustable. You can see there's 4 different heights you can choose from on our standard line cabinets. They're half depth shelves, but you're just going to pop those in so the angled portion that springs into place is facing up, and that creates a platform for the shelf itself to sit on. I'm just going to put the shelf in at an angle. Notice there's a finished and unfinished side. You want to put the finished side facing out and just pop it right into place. Once you get everything lined up, and it should hold it in place very well for you. So that's going to be that. The last step is going to be putting these angle brackets onto the cabinet. They're made out of plastic, polymer, and they're very strong. They're just going to provide a little extra structural integrity to your cabinet, holding the sides to the back and the sides to the front also. Come in real handy if you're putting a heavy countertop like granite on, or if you have children who like to sit on top of your granite especially. These come in handy. Just going to make the cabinet a little stronger. And there are 2 small screws also. They just kind of line up with the corners you can see, and 2 screws per L-shaped piece. We'll fasten those in. And since I am slow at doing this part, I'll just take a minute to tell you about the cabinets themselves. You know, they're all wood cabinet, half-inch plywood box. They're stained inside and outside. You know, basically, the way it's going to work is if you want them, we keep them all in stock. They're ready to go to you, so you just place your order, and it usually ships out about a business day after you place your order, and you know, within about 5 to 7 business days you have them in hand. And that's basically our business model in a nutshell. So put that drawer in and we're complete. So there is a base 18 cabinet out of our standard sunset maple line. If you have any questions, feel free to hop on the website, cabinetgiant.com. There's all kinds of contact info on there. Get a hold of us. We're more than happy to help you. Have a great day.